name's Joellen Harr. I teach secondary English, language arts, mostly 10th grade and 11th grade. I've been teaching for 9 years.
Okay, awesome. You wrote yours in orange. I see a young man in the back also in orange. Go be with him. Go be with him. Okay.
I don't like him. Just kidding.
Looks like you wrote in red, David. Who else wrote in red in here? Can you come up here and be with David, please? Okay, Jonathan, you wrote in blue. Let's find a blue person. Honorary wrote in blue. Go back and be with him. Hey, you wrote in black, right? So did Kristen. Oh my God, can you come up and be with her?
Here, guys.
Benefits for a teacher for frequent formative assessments is, of course, you can gauge your students' learning and see if they are grasping the concepts that you are teaching them that day and over a period of time as well.
This is what you do. Trade each other your boards. Read the three that your partner has written down. Choose the most notable, the one that stands out for you, the one you like the best, and circle that. And then give it back to them, and then we have one last task to do with it, and I'll show you what that is. Okay, now that someone has circled the one they selected on yours, you have your board back, they have their boards back. And I would like us to go around the room, read the one that was circled, then, once you have read yours, this is a lot of stuff. Once you have read yours, oh my goodness, put that one on either one of these boards.
For students, I like the formative assessments because they are nice to use as your bell ringer, your class startup for the next day. And it's a refresher for the students then. It helps students who are absent as well. So if I use answers that students gave for previous day's formative assessment, then that kind of helps that scaffolding, helps them build on that knowledge that they obtained yesterday. And as a teacher, it helps me see maybe they didn't grasp a concept quite the way they needed to previously, so I might have to reteach something.
Go ahead, put that up on the board.
Which board are we supposed to?
Either one. You may pick either one. Okay, go ahead.
I said the people back home started to get mad about the amount of deaths happening every week.
Okay. Good information. Choose a board, write what you had.
Mrs. Harr is utilizing the 3 VIP, 1 MVP strategy as a formative assessment. She has asked her students to find 3 very important points and then lets their partner decide which one is the most valuable point to them. This is a great way for teachers to check whether or not their students are focusing on the key information that they're supposed to be when they read.
When we pull all of the answers together from those whiteboards and possibly put them on the larger whiteboard, students get to see everyone's answers. They are kept up for a period of time. I usually leave them up for the duration of a unit if I need to, or until we do another assessment that way where they do use the whiteboards. But the students reflect back on it from different classes over the course of the day. They see what classmates from classes that they don't have with, but they are still friends. They discuss outside of the classroom, and that's kind of important to me too, for them to take what they learned beyond just being in the 4 walls of my room. So they're talking about it outside of their initial learning environment.
Next, let's watch Mrs. Harr utilize another formative assessment, 25 words no less, with her 10th graders.
When we are finished, if you are done and ready, please stand up and hold. Not too high because I won't be able to see it that high. I'm too short for that. Hold it up in front of you. Oh, some are portraits, some are landscape. It's awesome. Great. Okay, it's all right. It's all good. Okay, I am going to start by reading one of yours. When I finish reading one of yours out loud, then it is your turn to read another person's, and you can choose anybody. Once you have been read and you read, then you may sit down and erase your board and you are done. Due to the fact that Ben Franklin was insanely smart, he was able to make many discoveries, including electricity, also as well as starting many businesses. Good job. Now you may select the next person.
Benjamin Franklin was an example of the American dream. Through hard work and dedication, Franklin was able to move from poverty to success and prosperity.
25 words, no less, is a surprisingly complex formative assessment. Asking the students to succinctly summarize something that they just read, watched, or listened to with exactly 25 words requires students to play with their vocabulary and use their word knowledge to create a brief snapshot into their learning. As with all formative assessments, it's so important to constantly use them to check for understanding. We want to avoid the autopsy approach to teaching, where teachers wait until the summative assessment to learn that their students didn't understand. I challenge all teachers to use formative assessments more frequently. If you do, I promise you won't regret it.